it's me, Sey. Welcome to Sey Studios. Today, we're going to be learning how to make our own decal stickers for nails, all from start to finish. I'm an artist and illustrator, and I've been doing this for 20 years. I love making art and putting my art onto different things and products. And I really want to share with you guys that whole process. So if you're an artist or creative, or you just like a hobbyist and want to know how the heck nail decal stickers work, or nail decals, or whatever you want to call it. These aren't like stickers that you stick on. There's a whole process. This is the video for you. It's super easy, super fun. I kept it short and sweet for a reason because I always look for that. So feel free to follow, like, comment if you have any questions. I'm here for you, and let's go. All right, so first things first, you're gonna need a design. And the way I design my nail art, my art in general, is I'm using an iPad and Procreate. So if you have both of those, that is perfect. If you don't, there's other ways to do it. The particular artwork that you need to create does not need to be, what do I say? It does not need to be digital. It could even be a photograph for how we're doing this. But in my case, I'm an illustrator, so I illustrate on my iPad, or sometimes I paint things. I could even make this a decal if I would like. The decals we're talking about are specific for nails though, and they're not going to be for anything else. So first I make my designs in Procreate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the file without any background so I can bring it into the computer, can place them all. Now you can do this in your iPad, but for me, and just like size it to a page, but for me, I tend to still work with Photoshop at this point. So let me show you how it works after I send my file over to my Photoshop and my computer. So here we are in the Photoshop app, and I've made sure that when I sent my file over, this does not have any white in the background. It really doesn't matter. I just personally find it a lot easier when we do it that way. So I'm going to simply Command A to copy and Command C, whatever. I want to copy that, and I want to bring it over into my 8.5 by 11 because that's the size of my paper, and I have this large file. Now this is where you want to start using your ruler, and I have one right here on my desk, but you can also have it here on Photoshop as well. And simply gonna zoom in, and you can see it's quite big, and there's these little guys that I've already placed, but for the time being I'm going to turn that off, and you can see the ruler app, or the ruler application, has been on. I'm going to zoom this in for you guys just so you can see it a little bit more clearly. But right here you see 0 and 1. This stands for 0 to 1 is 1 inch. This is how I have mine set. I'm sure you can set it to centimeters and stuff, but I work in inches. So the way I'm going to do it is I've measured that my finger, I already have it prepped, but I measured that my finger is about less than ½ an inch tall and wide. Now some people are going to have longer ones, which is why I have this cute little thing here, but for the time being we're going to focus on this guy, and I need to transform this into something much smaller. These actually will print out pretty small when they come to it. In fact, this page right here is going to be about little less than 2 inches and ½ an inch wide. Okay, now if you want a full wrap of your nail, you're just going to make sure that it's probably larger, probably about ½ an inch height than width. That way they can do a nail wrap. That is something completely different. What I'm showing you is to how to make these decals into individual cute little stickers, like back in the 90s. Do you remember this? Like, I remember as a little girl having little stickers for nail art, and it could fit right here. Now you're not going to see the white part. That white part's going away. You want to cut it as close as possible, but this is just for the cute little, like, oh, it's a character type vibe. So this is what we're doing. This is what I'm showing you today. The wraps are completely different. So as I have my large piece of art, I just need to shrink that sucker on down. Now I've already measured it, like I said, because I want these to be individual. And after I've shrunk it and figured out how big it is, like I said, measure your nails to figure it out. I sell these for my customers. In fact, this needs to be a little bit bigger. And I've also placed them, I hit the wrong thing. Place them in different ways so that I can fit more on a little sheet. I could probably make a bigger sheet, but since these are actually going to be Patreon rewards, these are exclusive to my Patreon communities. community, and they get it each month. Something, this is the surprise reward. They get three rewards. So a sticker, a Patreon voting one, and then a surprise. And every month I try to do something a little different. Either it's a new product or just something they really loved in the past, and whatever the theme is exclusive. So these ones you can't get in my shop, but I am going to be making more of these cute little nail decals and other designs. So this design in particular is exclusive just for my patrons. But for teaching purposes, this is what we're going to use today. So I've placed them here, and then I'm just going to simply copy and paste. So you can see here on the measuring ruler here, so from 0 to 1, and then it goes to just under 2 inches like I was telling you. This is how tall it's going to be, and then the width is going to be here at the top about 1.5. And make sure you give yourself enough space to cut. Thankfully I have a paper cutter, so it makes it easier to make these nice crisp edges, and it looks super nice. When the customers get this, they simply cut them out. If you want to give them more space to cut, you simply just spread out your images, and then once you have everything together, everything's going to start showing up on the page. I like to fill out the page as much as possible. In fact, you can't even see what's happening over here. But we have quite a few on this page. And if you don't tell, or if you can't tell, I have 15 on the page. I technically can try to fit something else in here, but all I'm going to do is save this as a PNG. I'm going to put export, save as a quick PNG, and then I actually had a whole folder dedicated to this, and each like products I have. It's how I keep it easy. And then for the name of it, I titled it nail art, an underscore, and what it was. So this is going to be the nail art hippo one. And I just have them in here for the future. So that's how it goes. Then I'm going to send this to my printer. So you're probably wondering what kind of paper is going to work. It's not going to be your standard any kind of paper. You have to get a special kind of paper, and the kind that I'm using today is the inkjet water slide decal paper from this brand, Jequibor. I just found it on Amazon. We're gonna try it and see how it does, but you do need an inkjet printer as well. There's many different kinds of printers out there. This is the kind of paper that you use for inkjet printers. So I have a Epson hold on. I don't know. Oh wait, I have it under the printer here. I have an Epson it's not gonna tell me. Epson XP 1500. Okay, you don't need that one. You just need a nice printer that's gonna print really well, and then you're gonna print it. You can print it like with a glossy format, but I printed mine on like the matte format. It just means media type. I haven't noticed a difference. I've done both. So it's up to you what you want to use for the setting, but ultimately you just want it to print on the paper. So when you slide this particular paper in, you're going to slide it in on the shiny side up, which kind of makes sense, right? So shiny side up, it's got a little bit more shine. The other side's matte. You want a shiny side up because this is where it's going to print. After you print your whole sheet, which I already printed, right? After you print your whole sheet of these, you need to let it cure for about 10 minutes is what it says. I let it sit for about 30 minutes. And then after that is the fun part. You get clear coat. You get clear coat, take this outside, and you're gonna spray it with a coat. That's it. Spray it with a coat and let that dry for another like 30 minutes to an hour, and then do a second coat. When you do 2 coats, it really sets it in. And now here's the fun part. This part is where you get to put it on your nails. So let me show you how. From the cute nail decals that I just printed and got all together, I've taken one of the designs that will fit perfectly on my finger, and it works best with white nail polish or like a skin tone. And so I've added a coat here, and it's almost dry. I dropped one of the images in the water, the warm water, so it's been soaking. So as soon as I pick it up, I'm going to lay it on top here, but because this isn't dry yet, I don't want to touch it. And as it's a process. So right now I'm actually picking what color should go next. I'm thinking, should I do gold here with the cute little hippo friend? So the hippo friend's going to be gray, And I didn't do the colorful one because my nails are not long. But most people that use nail decals usually have longer, or I could use little dragonflies. So that was my other thought too. But since he's gray, I might actually switch this to silver. So hold on. First off, you're going to need to cut your designs that you want to put on your nail out. And in my case, I don't want to use, I want to use the little hippo guy, okay? So that's the hippo. I'm feeling like, let's do purple. Let's do purple. So I'm going to cut as close as possible as I can. Actually cut them all out all the way, so that way it makes it easier. And then using little nail scissors actually works quite well. I didn't want to get up and get them, so I'm using my big chunky scissors, which will work just fine for this tutorial. And so I'm going to cut this out as smooth as I can. It doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to cover this with a clear coat after we place it. So it's totally fine. Since we're not doing a nail wrap, we are simply, don't look at my cuticles. I know this is a nail video. I like nail stickers. I am not a nail person, so just afford me that. I made this for you guys to play with, and I'm just showing you how to use the product. So after I have this cute design, I'm going to take it, and in warm water, I'm going to flip the image over here. Now, I already have had one of these images sitting for a while, and it actually already slipped off the paper. So this is the paper that it was printed on, and here's the image. Now, this is going to make it a little harder to put on from what I understand, and I'm going to need to do that with it. Do I want to do it? I'm not sure. Do we want to try do it? Maybe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to use the purple one now, though, because he's been sitting there for a while. Dare I do it? Do it, do it. Okay, we're going to do it. So we're going to use this one. The other one's sitting for the next. And it's basically going to sit on the nail. And you have a chance to move it and then let it form. Okay? So now I'm going to let it sit right here just like that. And it's already placed. Oh my gosh, it came out so cute. This is the first time I've ever done this since I was like in grade school. So please understand this has been a while, and grade school was like 30 years ago. Oh my gosh, that's crazy to say. So I have it placed. The cool thing is once these water decals come out, they are transparent. So you can put it on your regular nail or a nice little pink finish. It might change the color just a smidge, but if you have white, it really pops. And my vision for this nail is gonna be the cute little character, and then I'm gonna put silver all over it, but the ring finger's got the character. So that's what I'm doing here to show you. Oh my gosh, it came out so cute. I like him facing me though, so that's why I have him facing me. So that is the hippo, and I'm just gonna let it dry just for a minute more, just so it has kind of sealed as best it can. But the best way to do this is once it's good and dry, then I'm going to take my clear coat. So I'm using Olive and June nail polish. I know a lot of people out there use gel nails. I can't use gel nails, so I use Olive and June. It works really well. Not a sponsor, but cool stuff. So check it out. And obviously, shameless plug for me, I'm using my art stickers. So you can find these decals, these nail decals soon in the Sey Studios shop. So be on a lookout for those and anything else. You can always get on my Patreon rewards. Oh my gosh, I'm just like loving the look of it. And see what rewards you can get each month, because these ones in particular are limited edition. So I only have what I have. My patrons get it first, and then whatever's whenever it sells out, that is the last I'll ever do of it. So right now I am putting a top coat on top of this cutie patootie, and that will seal it in place, and you won't have any more bump. So there's really no bump anyway, because I put it over pretty smoothly. You have a chance to kind of smooth it out with while it's still wet, and then I'm just gonna put that top coat right there, smooth it out. And they always say kind of do the tip right here, but again, this is not a full nail wrap, so it is just gonna stay there just fine. If it was a nail wrap, you have to make sure to seal the top tip of it. And that is it, you guys. You literally wait for this to dry and it's your nail art. There's so many things you can do with the limited edition set. It comes with 10 different dragonflies, so if you wanted to do a dragonfly per finger, I would recommend doing the dragonflies on a different color because the wings have like a light blue gray. So doing it on white might not show up. But the rest of the characters, boop, boop, you get 6 full-size characters. And the cute little dancing hippo gal, she works great on longer nails, and I just trimmed them. So obviously I can't use her just yet. Give myself another week and it will be fine. But what do you think? Isn't that so easy? I love it. I love it so much. It just adds a little bit of flair, a little bit of color. If you guys have any questions or comments, please drop them below. I'd love to share with you more ways to create your artwork on products. And I hope you like this. And if you did, please feel free to like, share, and follow. I have more coming out, more tutorials, more behind the scenes. I have a vlog, and, I have all the things. Anyway, that's it for now, you guys. Have a good one. Thank you again. Don't forget to smile and subscribe.